Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, I'm Beowulf, back at it with another video. This is awesome news. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video of how its production put together with the video-wise. I just picked up a DJI Osmo Action camera, so I have no clue what the sound's gonna turn out like. The cool thing is I can actually see myself on the screen, so I know what it's getting in the picture, but it's pretty neat trying out a new camera. Gonna try to drift away from the GoPro and see how this works out with an action camera. And I'm gonna do a whole review about this in a future video. But the video I wanna bring to you guys today, as you already seen in the description, is people wanna know what ski's better. We got a 2018 RXT X 300, nearly identical as what a 2019 would be. The only things I know that are different is like, the biggest things is the dash. And it's about it. I mean, it's pretty much the same 2018 RXT X 300. And pretty much the only thing that's different between that is the dash. But pretty much looks the same color scheme. Now people have been asking me all the time, Beowulf, which one do you like better? If you had to pick one, what one would be? So what I'm basically gonna put together with this video is showing you guys which one do I like more and what features. And if I had to pick one, which one would it be? Now, a lot of people have been saying in my videos, they see me riding a lot my RXP X. For the ocean, hands down, I don't care what anybody says. I'm on the ocean at least 2 to 3 times a week, every single week. Basically, I maybe might take 1 or 2 weeks off from going there because of weather, but I'm on the ocean all the time. Hands down, the RXP X is built for the ocean. But again, it matters the size person is. If you're a really bigger size person, this would be better because this thing is like, you can see how much wider the RXT X is than the RXP. That's me, why I think some people, viewers, like this one the most is because it feels more stable. This thing, and it's like a race car. I mean, it's like it is a race jet ski. I mean, it's very precise of riding. This, anybody can pick this up and have a passenger. Now, the big plus with this ski is it's a 3-seater, the other one's a 2-seater. I've had passengers in the back here, all different sizes. You don't feel like there's somebody in the back when you're riding. So if you're having like a family, you're gonna have a lot of kids, adults, whatnot, I'll tell you, this is the ski for you to get. The RXP X, once you get a passenger on there, it changes its handling. It has adjustable sponsons on the other side. This one comes where they're fixed. The other one, you can have 3 different levels to change them. So these are 3 different levels you can change them at. The other one obviously doesn't. When you have a passenger on back of this, it's really hard to ride. It's the same like a race car. A race car, they're really not built to have a passenger in them. Even when you buy the street version, it has it did have a passenger seat. I mean, that's basically to give you at it. The also thing here too is all these vents are actually functional on the ski. So it's getting vented air. So maybe if you've seen past videos and hear the Riva intake on this is a lot louder here in the supercharger line than the RXT X. The RXT X, from the time I've taken all these pieces off, like when I did the speakers, there's actually no vent of air coming in here fresh, which is kind of crazy. This isn't functional. There's no vents. So I'll tell you, all the times when I've gone in the ocean, this has been bone dry, no water getting in it, except for maybe around this area could be in splash. This one you really have to clean good, but there's tons of actual functional vents. This one doesn't. So that's something to look at there. You have the steering system's completely different between the two. That one can raise and go up. It has more like a race style handlebar system. This one you can, like I've done in a past video, 5 things I like and dislike with the RXT X. You have to buy like the Riva kit with doing stuff. This can tilt forward and back, so like if you're standing up. This one has the speakers. That one doesn't. You can always add speakers in any type of jet ski. It doesn't have to be brand new, it can be old. These things are about $1,000. The one thing I don't like about them is you can see they're kind of loose. And these are tightened down. And I'm not really a fan of the speakers at all. Usually when I'm filming, I can't even listen to any music. So, but I know like when my brother rides it, he loves it because he likes to listen to music. The Ergo lock, that one's 100 times better. This one, if you sit so far forward, it's so much longer. You know, like let's say you're sitting, the butt's like the back here. Look how much more space you got of nothingness. And it kind of reminds me of the deck. What it actually kind of reminds me of is completely 100% from their snowmobiles that they make with Skidoo. It kind of gives you that like long deck system idea. Also too, I replaced the sticker. This one got scraped up a lot. Even with the bumpers, it was still like nab here. Because if you look on the sides here, see how much lower this goes down, how much higher this one is. And I mean, handling wise in the open ocean, this one handles in the open ocean, lakes, rivers. I've ridden everywhere. It handles like a dream. This one handles good. I mean, no doubt. I'm not trying to get people to say this thing's junk or anything to my viewers. I think this jet ski is amazing. I'm lucky enough to own both of them, which I'm very lucky with that, and basically to experience what both of these are like. I hope you guys like my opinion about what I have about these. They're awesome colors, but I have to tell you, if I was going to pick one, hands down, and this is going to make a lot of people upset. This is my opinion, because I've seen some comments where somebody, you know, when I was talking about selling this, somebody said, man, sell that one and put all this money into this. The hard thing is that when you buy any of these skis, before I tell you which one I like the most, anything you guys should take in effect when you buy a ski is the same as a car. It depreciates in value. And you can put all the money into the ski you want. And there's a lot of aftermarket stuff out there, not just Riva racing or whatnot, but if you dump too much money into it, like double the amount, it doesn't mean you're going to get that back. I can tell you that myself trying to sell it, it's very hard selling something, especially when you get up there in the hours. So to be honest, I wouldn't have any ski where I dump more than, you know, like 5-6 grand, maybe that, into it. It matters how long you're keeping it, but I am getting up on the hours. I basically got like 90 something hours of riding, nearly 100 hours. That one has 51 hours, 51, 52. But from the hours riding, all the time I go in the ocean, I take the RXP X. It's not even a question. And now that I'm having my brother go out with me a little bit more, I'm letting him just ride this one, just because I love this one, how it just feels and all that. I really don't care going out. I have to have all this music playing. I like to be aware of what's going on when I'm riding. And but if I had to pick one, man, it's gonna make people upset. Even when I'm wearing the shirt, man, it's not giving it away. No Easter eggs in this video. But I have to tell you, hands down, if I had to pick one, it'd be my RXP X 300. And probably once this video's posted, I'm going to go trade it in and looking at getting something else. I won't say anything of what it's going to be because that video won't be up before this one gets uploaded. But I want to show people different things, because you really get an idea of what the length is, especially on the trailer. This one's a lot forward. The RXT X is obviously longer. It matters too, you know, like people ask me all the time, which one should I get? Biggest thing I tell people all the time, what type of riding are you doing? Maybe my opinion of the RXP X, of what I like, might not be what you like. If you have to, I really don't take anybody on the jet ski. I get all the time where people ask me, Beowulf, I want to go on the jet ski with you. And I just don't like taking somebody on the back. I just like to have fun. And anything when you put somebody in the back, it changes the thrill level of it. And I know my brothers all the time saying, Beowulf, let's take these girls out, And I'm just like, no. Because if I get stuck with this, I don't want anybody on the back. I've done that, and it's like, I don't want to be falling off or tipping the jet ski. But if you have passengers and you want all that stuff on the back, you know, this is the one. It has all the systems. But I have to tell you, this fuel jug is a complete waste of money. Do not purchase it. It does not do anything for you. There's some other companies out there that make like a rack you can put on both of those. That's what I would do. This is a waste of money. The cooler is a waste of money. The cooler is like the tiniest thing. It looks silly when it's on the back because how small it is. And for how much storage is in the front of there, you can actually have like a little fold-up cooler. You can buy a Walmart or something, put a couple ice packs, and probably spend like 30 bucks and have a better cooler than what Sea Doo makes. You know, I have the bag system that goes on the top. You probably see in past videos. It's not waterproof. It's kind of junk. I mean, I just think if I look back, a lot of stuff I wouldn't have bought it all. It's a great idea with this whole system, but I think, and it's a great idea, but I think Sea Doo kind of failed on it. You know, the hard thing is, you know, you can get the ski pole here. A lot of people think this is the thing to pull people. This is like basically like plastic, probably bolted in from the inside. It's kind of hard. I've never really stuck up my head, but this is not made to pull a skier. This is actually made to tie your ski up to a dock. That's why they sell the ski pole. This is way too low that it'd be very not wise to have a rope running this low. That's why the ski pole, it comes up and then the line's really far away from coming into the pump. You know, the same as here, like on most skis, you know, this would be the tie-in or pull somebody. That's just things to take in there. I mean, the speakers are nice. The one thing I dislike about them too is I think like the thing I hate, in which I'm doing a new custom seat for the RXP X. I did order one for the RXT X, but it didn't come in time, so I'll probably do like a giveaway with that on the channel. But I hate that how the yellow is, the seat of the yellow is completely different than the yellow of that jet ski. Even when you look on this just drives me crazy. So this yellow matches more of this yellow. This yellow doesn't match this at all. It's just too many yellows. Especially on the other one. It just doesn't match. And I hate the gray. I don't even know why they thought of that. It should have been more black in it. Yeah, but I'm doing a custom seat. The also thing that was upsetting is I had this thing kind of tore, and I've never even had somebody in the back. I was kind of pissed. That's why I'm doing a whole custom one. It's really hard to probably fix this. But I hope this helps somebody, because it is a big decision. When you buy one of these, you know, like this thing's about like $16-something thousand new. This is about 15 and a half. It's probably like, what, give or take $500 to $800 difference between the two. It is a big decision. A lot of these dealers, you can't ride them before you buy them, so you watch my videos trying to figure out what to get. I've wanted one of these since they came out brand new in 2012. It's obviously totally different from a 2012. Tons of things, but it's still the same kind of thing. This thing can just do stuff like if you turn the VTS like all the way down, this thing's like going underwater like a submarine. It's like crazy. I remember the first time, and I'll link the video up top, the first time riding this. And previously I bought a 2018 GTR X 230. It wasn't, and even though it's like this basically the same hull, but the engine's different and a few other things. I mean, everything felt different riding. This thing had a lot more power than the GTR X 230. Originally, before I moved here to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, if you're not an OG with the channel, before I moved down there, I put a deposit on an RXT or an RXP X in Illinois because they were out of these. And what I got kind of fooled from the local dealer down here, before I moved down, I said, you know, I'm going to ride the ocean. I didn't have much experience of, you know, riding, especially in the Atlantic Ocean. That's pretty intense. The dealer's like, hands down, this one's the best one for the ocean. This one is terrible. You're going to flip and die and drown. So I went off the dealer's opinion of what to do, and that is why I bought this one. I did think the speakers and all that stuff was cool, and this was a brand new hull. I'm usually like one of those people, I don't buy something right when they first come out, because in case there's any bugs or anything with something new. It happens all the time with cars and all that. So I went this route, which probably I should have bought this one from the start. That's just my opinion. I can't ever see myself having 3 people on a jet ski with me. It would be hard to dock it and all that, and it's really long. But I mean, if I had, and I am picking the one, it's obviously I'm keeping this one. And a lot of my viewers are going to be like, oh, that RXT X is the best haul ever. You got to remember, it is extremely nice haul. This thing is not junk. It's awesome. But again, it all comes down to what type of riding. It's like the same thing from a Hellcat. There's two different Hellcats. You got the Challenger and the Charger. One's 2-door, one's 4-door. They're all the same engine. One's a 4-door and 2-door. It kind of reminds you of the same thing, like Dodge Charger Hellcat, Dodge Challenger Hellcat. You know, it's basically how I compare these two. It's a good way to give it as. But I mean, both are really nice. And you know, pick your poison. You can't go wrong either way. I'll tell you, no matter what, you're picking a good ski. So if you pick one or the other, it's not like, oh man, I should have got that. They're both amazing machines. I don't want to keep on rambling about this, but I want to tell people, if I had to pick one, what it is. And with this, kind of gives you guys a really good walk around of seeing what these two look like next to each other. Because after tomorrow, I don't know if I'll have the RXT X anymore. But you know, you never know if they can't come to what a agreement on a sale is. But I mean, you have pretty adequate storage. I like too with this, the battery's right there. The battery is like in a really bad spot on the RXT X. And you've seen past videos, you would obviously know. The only thing I had kind of going on with this, I don't know if you can really see. You see there's a little cracking in the, I don't know if you can see it, there's a little cracking in the paint. It's not noticeable in here. But I love these handlebars. You pull this, pops up when you're standing up. Man, it's just an awesome setup. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is actually some new merch coming out. We got 3 different color t-shirts with the RXT X, the RXP X. We got the red with the black and gold. We got this one that's matching the previous color, RXT and RXP X colors. And then we also have, I have coming out, which will probably be up when this is live. I have another shirt that's black, white, and red lettering. So it kind of helps, you know, under my viewers. You got the RXT X, RXP X, get some merch. So make sure you check it out. Go to IamBeowulf.com. If you haven't followed me yet on Instagram, it's Iam_Beowulf. Man, I hope all my viewers, this helps make a decision. I know it's a very crazy thing to figure out what you're purchasing. If you're gonna buy a Yamaha, Kawasaki, Sea Doo, it's a big decision. It's a lot of money to be spent, especially if you're paying cash or if you're taking financing. You know, it's no matter what, you're taking a risk when you're buying. Both skis are awesome. You won't make if you pick one or the other, you will not make a mistake. But the biggest thing I want to tell you, if you're planning on having people on the back of your ski, do not buy this ski. I'll tell you that right now, do not buy it. I picked this one, but if you're taking people on the back, do not pick it. You'll ride and go, man, I should listen to Beowulf. Now, if you're taking a bunch of people on ski, this might be the one for you. But, you know, kind of think of that. And it matters the size of what your body is. I mean, I'm about like 200 pounds. This, you could have, you know, I have my dad on the back of this thing. I've had girls in the back of it. I mean, you don't really feel a difference. I remember when I was a kid, I had this, make a long story short. So when I was a kid, when we had the Yamaha Wave Venture, it was a 3-seater one, so I had a bunch of girls in there. And that ski is a 97. And I told these people when they were on the back, I said, you know, when we go through the turns, you gotta lean into the turn, but not lean too much and not lean the other way, because you'll flip it. So I remember what happened is we're going through this turn, and whoever was not leaning correctly, and we like tipped it over, and then they all fell off, and then the cord that, you know, cuts the jet ski up. Whatever happened, it wouldn't let me go. So actually it was like, the jet ski's still going, and I'm like riding behind the back of the jet pump, and I was freaking out, because I remember when I was a kid at school, there was this girl, when I was in junior high or high school, there was this girl that, from a separate instance, not anything with me, she like got hurt by a jet ski, and then like her fingers or her foot got sucked up in the jet, and it cut off her fingers or toes. I don't remember what it was, but I remember I was like, I thought it was gonna happen to me. And luckily I didn't pay the price. But it's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment below what you guys own too. I'm curious. And if you have any questions, just DM me on Instagram, Iam_Beowulf. We'll see what comes new to the channel. Stay tuned. Next video, be driven to win.